Hello, what is going on? Noobsmaster is here with you. Now, this time I'm going to include my face in a shitty webcam footage recorded in complete dark, so that at least people who think that I stole a YouTube account or I'm impersonating somebody would actually get the idea. So, first of all, there is only one Noobsmaster, and it is me. It is that face. Second of all, I am the guy who got banned from Ubisoft forums. Why I got banned from Ubisoft forums? Moderators say it's trolling, and also moderators say it's multiple accounts. First of all, I already mentioned, the Noobsmaster is unique. It is me. It is the name that is on Xbox Live. It was unique there. It passed completely fine. It is unique on Steam. It passed, it's uniquely live. It's on Uplay. It's on Origin. And it's on YouTube. And the Noobsmaster is my official nickname used in all the games that I play, and it's just how I roll. That's my face that you see on my profile picture, and I just put my CV picture in it. Deal with it. So every time you think that, ooh, it's an imposter, no, it's me. And I behave in such a way like I behaved on forums, because I make myself a person that has a certain kind of charisma and certain kind of attractiveness towards it, but I also create a certain kind of repulsion so that people who would like to people wouldn't really like to take over my account and post on my behalf. There's just no reason for it. I post sometimes kind of trollish posts because sometimes you're just in the mood. Sometimes you just wanna respond in a sassy manner. And maybe that's exactly what the moderators were looking for. They were looking for whenever I post something that doesn't really fit their understanding of how people should post in the forums. I got banned permanently. Flamers on the forum got maybe an infraction, if I'm lucky. But the flamers are still flaming, and what I can show it to you is that there is a thread created on the forums that I see now, and that people who actually understood what's going on, they're like, why won't you just unban the guy? And this thread actually shows exactly what is the state of the community at this point, because you can see that people who are actually adults and have been raised properly and been raised with proper education so that they can see behind the behavior of a person, they also say that this is actually not trolling. Trolling is insulting and enraging people for the purpose of entertainment. And I never actually did that, therefore I was never trolling. However, I got multiple infractions from both Black Widow 9 and UBEPI called trolling, flaming, for some reason. And, well, even though I disagree with it, they're the moderators. It's their decision. I don't care. And this thread, it just shows exactly who the people are behind their usernames and how are they raised. Actually, it shows it so clearly that people who cannot support a conversation, the people who cannot understand the meaning of discussion, they also behave like this on the forums. They don't edit their posts. They're just slandering. They're just flaming on other people and just threatening people and whatnot. And I would like to point out to anybody who is still on the forums using their secondary account that I'm not going to create a secondary account because first of all it's against forum rules, and second of all it's a waste of time for me. I don't want to do this. The Noobs Master is unique. I already said it. So I'm gonna stay by myself. I'm not gonna create Noobs Master 1 or Noobs Master 101 or Noobs Master 2. It's not gonna happen. But those who did, like Coffee Girl, Double Bogey, Godspeed to you guys, but it's against the forum rules. You're risking a permanent ban, and not just the permanent ban that I have, which is for infractions building up. You might get an IP ban, which also can mean implications to bans in game. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. And you can just see, like, people who during their forum time, during their posts, were frequently flaming and insulting other people during a discussion just because they can't support you know, a normal argument, like where you have an opinion and the other person has an opinion and your opinions are kind of clashing and they don't agree with each other. And you know, a normal argument between two adult people is when each of the people within a discussion, like person A, person B, their opinions clash, and each person needs to bring out arguments, yeah, to support their opinion. And if at the end of the discussion, these arguments, they pile up until somebody gets an argument that the other person will agree with, regardless if it's A or B. There will be some kind of change or compromise or consensus, and either A will accept the opinion of B because he can understand and tolerate that opinion. Either B accepts and tolerates the opinion of A. Either they both create something new, a new opinion that they both uniquely agree with, or, which is the last variant, they just agree to disagree. Because sometimes there are just things like, well, let's say I like my coffee with whiskey in it, and some people like to have their coffee with sugar instead of whiskey, and that's just normal. It's just different opinions. It doesn't necessarily mean that one is inherently better than another. It's just people liking different stuff. So it is so obvious that people who don't understand how discussions work and how arguments work within the adult world, who got poorly raised or didn't receive appropriate education in their schools, it is so obvious within this single thread that all the people, all the flamers, all the frequent posters, all the actual trolls, and all the noobs on the forum who are just entering the thread with their first post and just spitting their opinion out. Oh, this guy apparently has edited his own post, but whatever. People who never give a second thought about whatever they say about a person, if it might actually insult somebody or get themselves in trouble. These people have opened themselves up in their full potential. So for anybody who is watching this video and also being a frequent forum user of the ub.com Rainbow Six forums, see this thread. It is already closed. Read this thread and look at the usernames and how they behave. This, for example, me. He's like, first of all, he's accusing me of stealing a YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel. I have the email address and administrative properties to that YouTube channel. I can close it whenever I want. I'm uploading the videos. This is the microphone I'm talking into, and this is the webcam I'm talking into. The hell are you talking about? This is my YouTube channel, man. It is also connected to my Google Plus profile, where you can see that this is actually me, and you can also see where I'm working, and you can see how to contact me, and you can also try to spam me. Try. I'll be really interested. I actually need to test my security systems. So go ahead. And and he says, I can't name and shame, but this is exactly what he does. This is exactly naming and shaming. He doesn't understand the forum rules. He's not adult enough. He's not raised well. He simply does not understand how adult life works within discussing different opinions between two grown-up people. And it's just so obvious on this thread. It's people are just accusing people for nothing, and of course you can see this just, well, okay, this guy, of course, he added this he added the :D face because of course he didn't make he didn't mean it as a troll comment, because he obviously wants to show like what is the vox populi of all young posters. It is so visible. It is so obvious. And but just because it might be considered as a troll comment by a moderator, UBAP closes the thread. And this is what I talked already in the previous video where I've shown that I've been permanently banned. This is exactly what happens. This is what happens when the moderator starts moderating a forum by means of censorship and thinking what might be offensive for somebody. So Godspeed to everyone who is on Ubisoft forums for Rainbow Six Siege. I will see you in the game. Not just Rainbow Six Siege, but also Counter-Strike, Doom, and I'm also quite active on Mirror's Edge lately because I like the game. And you can always contact me. You can always find me on Origin, Uplay, Steam, YouTube, Google+, Facebook, for sakes of it. And you can talk to me. I'm a pretty friendly person once you get to know me. Just if this kind of young poster attitude with all the naming and shaming and all the flaming that you're doing, if you're gonna bring that to me, don't expect that I'm gonna be treating you like a proper adult, because on the forums I treated everyone as an adult, and that's why those people who were really flaming a lot and doing a lot of stuff that actually breaks the forum rules, they can't handle the conversation. They can't support themselves with proper arguments. So of course they're gonna resort to the only weapon that they know: shut up, you're stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna bring good arguments always on the conversation, and you're gonna tell me shut up, you're stupid, and it's not gonna work, because that's not how a conversation works. So yeah, cheers to everyone. You can still find me on all the channels I've previously told to you. This was the Noobs Master, signing off.